All right, let's now connect to our guest on the show. We are joined by Sanjay Mangal, Chief Commissioner, CGST, Meerut. Welcome, sir, to the program. First of all, what was the inspiration or driving force, you would say, behind the introduction of the two-slab GST structure? Also, a comment on the fact that the two-day meeting on GST reforms was wrapped up in a single day.
Pannaviji, the work for rationalizing the rates and reducing the rate slabs was going on for some time, as a group of ministers was constituted by GST Council about 2 years back, and they were working on it with a lot of hard work. But the announcement made by Honorable Prime Minister on Independence Day propelled and galvanized the efforts. And subsequently, the meeting which took place yesterday of GST Council 56th meeting, all the states, all the ministers, everybody agreed by consensus to make the changes according to the proposal given by central government and which has been accepted by a group of ministers. And we are seeing this new regime in which the rates which were earlier in 4 slabs, 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28%. Will now be reduced. Will now only be 2 rate slabs primarily, with a standard rate of 18% and merit rate of 5%, with some sin goods which have been sin goods and luxury products which have been put in a special slab of 40%.
Okay, we'll discuss the various segments of the Indian economy individually next, but taking an overview, how far will the GST reforms boost the Indian economy as a whole, and how will they help Indian exports?
Look, the reforms which have been done in form of, one reform is in form of GST rate reforms, rate restructuring, inversion, whatever inversion was there in duty structure, that has been tried to be resolved and taken care of. And besides that, there have been some procedural reforms also, which have been done, especially in respect of registration process and refund process. So these reforms, especially the rate cut reforms, will provide a lot of relief to common man, to middle class, to small businesses, to farmers, to students, and consequently, the rate cut will lead to a boost in consumption by all these sectors, and consequently, it will have a huge impact on the economic growth of the country, and this will give a big boost to the economy.
Okay, yes, please go on.
As far as exporters are concerned, the council yesterday took some very good decisions, especially for providing relief to exporters and to boost their working capital requirements. As they took a decision that provisional refund up to extent of 90% of the refund claim will be sanctioned within a period of 7 days based on risk analysis. So this will provide a very good relief to the exporters, as they will now get their refund claim within 90% of their refund claim within 90 days. And this will add to their working capital and which they can utilize for their production activities and increasing their supplies. Besides, there were some other changes which have been done for those exporters which are supplying small items or small consignments through couriers and a postal method. Because earlier there was a limit of threshold limit of ₹1,000 for claiming refund in such cases. Now that limit has been removed, and the exporters who are exporting with payment of tax, especially through postal mode or through courier mode, they will now be able to claim these refunds, because in such cases a very large number of exports are made but of small value, and now these exporters will benefit. Similarly, another relief has been provided to exporter of services, because there was a dispute about whether the suppliers who are considered exporters, who are considered as intermediary services, whether they are entitled to refund or export benefits or not. Now that provision has been changed, and now it has been clarified that such exporters of intermediary services, they will be able to claim refund. They will be considered as exports. This will provide a big relief to IT sector and BPO sector, and this will again boost, will be a big boost for the exporters of services.
Okay. The unanimous opinion, Mr. Mangal, is that new two-slab GST structure will immensely help all sections of the Indian economy. Let's discuss these in some detail one by one. First, as the Finance Minister has said, farmers and agriculture, the main drivers of the economy, were the focus of the decisions of the GST Council. The Prime Minister had also recently spoken about putting the interests of the farmers foremost. So in what ways will the Indian farmer benefit from the new GST structure?
Tanviji, a lot of agricultural implements, the rate on those has been reduced considerably, and they have got under 5% category. Tractors which are used by farmers, they have been brought to 5% category, and which were earlier under 18%. So from 18%, they have been brought to 5%, which will provide a very big relief to farmers. Similarly, drip irrigation systems and agriculture and horticulture and forestry machines, etc. They have all been brought to 5%. So all these restructuring of rates for agricultural implements and agricultural equipments, they will provide relief to farmers, and it will boost agriculture in the country.
Okay, how is the common man going to benefit, sir, from these reforms, including in terms of education, healthcare, and items of daily use?
For common man, I think a number of items are there. Number of essential daily use items are there. For example, toothpaste, shampoos, etc. On which the rate has been reduced to 5% from 18 and 12%. And similarly, on health products, on large number of health products, the rate has been brought to 5% or has been exempted. And one of the major changes is regarding the health insurance policy, because that was health insurance policy was taxable at 18%. But now GST Council has decided, government has decided that health insurance policies for individuals, they will be brought, they will be exempted. And this exemption, this reduction of rate from 18% to 0% for health insurance policies, this will provide not only provide a big relief to the consumers for procuring health insurance policies, but it will also increase the penetration of health insurance policies in the country.
Okay, the council, sir, raised tax on sweetened carbonated drinks to 40%. What has been the rationale or reasoning behind this?
It is actually not an increase in rate from 28% to 40%. Actually, these items were already under compensation cess, which was ranging from 12 to 15%. So in effect, there is no change of duty on these products. Compensation cess is now being removed from these items, and therefore, accordingly, they are taken from 28% slab to 40%.
And what about the sin and luxury products? Their steep 40% slab reserved for them?
Again, those items were subjected to compensation cess. So when compensation cess will be removed in future on these items, so they will be brought, they are being brought to 40%. But on these specific items, as Finance Minister has announced yesterday, the new rate of 40% will come into effect from a date to be notified. Until that time, these items will continue at the present rate with compensation cess till the time the money is recovered to repay loan and interest on account of compensation.
Okay. Overall, of course, these are next generation reforms, as has been told, GST 2.0, as the press is calling it. Thank you very much, sir, for dissecting the various facets of this GST 2.0 regime. We appreciate your joining us. Thank you.
Thank you.